Hey, what's going on, everyone? Vega here for StratumX Tech, and in this video, I want to talk about my mining experience with what Qua or QAI has done. They have switched over to 3 different algorithms supporting more machines and more miners, as well as more pools. And I just want to talk about what I'm getting and what I'm seeing and see if it's profitable. Just moment of your time, if you don't mind. Right now, they got only a few mining pools like StratumX. They're on Kryptex. They're on HeroMiner's K1 pool, Alpha Mine for the KawPow algorithm. And then for SHA-256, StratumX, Kryptex, Alpha Mine, and Hash Hut. And then for Scrypt, StratumX, Kryptex, Alpha Mine, and Hash Hut once again. I've been testing the KawPow and the Scrypt one. I have not tested out the SHA-256, but I'm sure a number of my colleagues in this space have. As far as Scrypt goes, I'm using the Kryptex pool. All right, very simple to do. I did try the StratumX one, and it worked for KawPow, as you can see on screen, but it didn't work for Scrypt for some reason. So I have a DG Home 1 from AlphaPex, and it just wouldn't connect. So instead, I'm using Kryptex for mining the Scrypt version of Qua or QAI. You guys correct me in the comments. You know I suck at pronouncing things. And then the KawPow one, I was seeing a lot of work being done, but the biggest problem I was having was that the miner was having a lot of rejected shares. Now, this is Wild Rig Miner. And it's not rejected shares. It's stale shares at the miner, but then when you looked at the pool, it was a lot of rejected shares. I think the percentage was quite high for some reason. Not sure exactly what was going on, but it was getting a little bit annoying. So I switched over to BZ Miner. And when I switched over to BZ Miner, my rejected shares dropped drastically. You can see I got no rejected shares here in the bottom left, 3302 over the past 12 hours while this machine's been running overnight. Miner hash rate, 34 mega hash. I know I should be pushing 40 mega hash on this 9070 XT. Clocks could be better. Preferences and stuff like that could be better. But you can see we're only getting about 75% of the hash rate that we are getting locally with BZ Miner at the pool. And I don't think that's a miner's fault. I think there might be some little tweaking that the pools that are supporting this transition away from what Qua used to be to what it is now still need to do some tinkering, and they are working with the pools and stuff like that. I know a lot of things have been moving on the back end, but mining Scrypt, the algorithm, to earn Qua or QAI via Kryptex, and so far this is what I got, right? So right now I have 43 unconfirmed. I think this is over the past 2 days, over the past 48 hours, almost 48 hours. So 43 Qua for $4.55 overall, but primarily let's look at the payout. So you can see one day I got 13, then I got 16, then I'm back down to 13. So I'm going to average that out, and let's say 14-ish Qua a day. What does that mathematically work out to? We'll check out here in just a second, but just making a mental note of that. And then on the Raven coin side, or not the Raven coin, but the KawPow algorithm, you know, and Raven coin or KawPow is very energy intensive. So if you got your GPUs on it, there's some fine tuning for efficiency you want to do. But right now, unconfirmed balance to 293. It's going to take 2 weeks, and that's the only hard part about mining this particular coin is every pool, you got to wait 2 weeks to actually receive your payout and stuff like that. Some people don't want to wait. They want their payouts instantly. But on the daily, I'm only earning 15, maybe 20 cents a day mining Qua with the 9070 XT, which we're going to compare about $1.08, $1.20 weekly, and then $4.62 a month, or sometimes just $5 a month. If we look at various GPUs, for example, the 5080, Qua is the third highest, right? But you're making, and this is my electricity rate set at 10 cents per kilowatt hour. It is higher here where I live and much higher in other areas, but you're only making about, you're not even making anything. It's negative 16 cents profit. But if you weren't paying for electricity, you'd be making like almost 6 to 7 Qua a day, anywhere from 70 cents to 80 cents a day with a 5080. If we look at another GPU, let's go look at the 9070 XT, which is not really all that, sorry for like hiccuping and stuff in your ear, but anyways, you can see Qua is like the 6th one on the list, and negative 55 cents a day, basically 50 cents a day revenue, or 4.61 Qua a day. So I'm halfway there because this miner I only turned on because it's winter. And even though it's Florida, it does get cold here. So I'm heating the house while mining, being as efficient as possibly as I can. And then, of course, it's not hitting the target hash rate that I should be hitting, which is 41-ish mega hash at around 318 watts. So I'm like 6 mega hash away from that. So I should be around 4.6, 4.5 quad a day, maybe 5 quad a day, depending. But I'm not getting that. And again, that could be a number of different things: my connection, the pool, my clocks. So don't count that. We're just getting some raw numbers here for you. Is there something more profitable to mine? Well, what do you mean by more profitable? Because the highest one here is Conflux or Qubit or Ergo, Atari, and they're all negative 52, negative 52, negative 47, negative 33. But Qua or QAI, switching to KawPow, Scrypt, and SHA-256 gives miners other options, which is pretty cool. Let's switch over to an Nvidia GPU instead of an AMD GPU. Now let's look at something middle of the road, middle of the pack, something like that. Let's say 4070, right? Previous generation. If we search that, Qua's number 6 again, negative 25 cents at 10 cent kilowatt hour, but basically 3.72 Qua a day at 169 watts. So a little bit better on the Nvidia side than I would say the AMD side, but there are some AMD GPUs that are really stellar on KawPow algorithms. Just depends on the model that you're getting. Let's look at the 67 XT. Again, this is all looking at KawPow. I haven't tested out SHA-256. You can see, yeah, Qua's number 3 here, 2.64 Qua a day, negative 21 cents profit at 10 cent kilowatt hour, but making about 30 cents a day. So profitability-wise, it may have not blown the doors off and everybody's switching to it. And plus, because everybody's been switching to it since the upgrade, of course, that's going to impact profitability. But I think this is a huge step for the network, for the team, for the project to incorporate these algorithms and allow other miners to jump in and help keep this network decentralized. Now, let's look at the DG Home, for instance. The DG Home is primarily an ASIC that focuses on Scrypt. And it says my yield should be about 20 Qua a day. I'm not getting that. I'm getting more 14 Qua a day, so I'm not sure what's going on there. It's about 2 gigahash, which is verifiable at the pool. That's about what I'm rocking. 2.1, 2.3. Average hash rate's about 2.1. So mathematically, I'm not getting the 19 to 17 Qua a day. I'm getting more 14, and that should be $2 a day. After electricity at 10 cents per kilowatt hour, that's 51 cents or 41 cents. Whereas before, with Doge and Litecoin and some of the other Scrypt coins, negative 26 cents, negative 83 cents to $1, $1.30, $1.41. So Qua has opened up the door, especially for Scrypt, because the machine is profitable now mining on Qua or QAI rather than some of the other options. There's a number of different variables you want to look at here, like the volume and stuff like that compared to Doge and some of the other coins, which are trash. Not Doge, but some of the other coins are, in my opinion. And that's my opinion. But point is, Qua opened up the door for other machines to be profitable when they weren't profitable before. Maybe not for GPU miners, but for the other ones as well. And you can still participate whether you're a GPU miner, whether you're a Scrypt miner, whether you're a SHA-256 miner. And it's pretty cool in my opinion, but I'm interested to hear your thoughts. I'm not making much whatsoever on the GPU side with only one GPU, but I'd be interested to know if you have your GPU rigs back on, hashing away. Of course, nothing is showing right now because I'm recording this video, turn the miner off, but my Scrypt miner is doing good. I wish it would do more. Maybe I'm getting 17 Qua a day once it levels out and I get some more seat time with it. But what are your thoughts of what this team has done and accomplished and opening it up to more algorithms, helping make the network more decentralized? Matter of fact, let's go look at how the network is doing. We got 3 options here, SHA-256, like I said, Scrypt, and then KawPow. And we can see here we got 2.3 terahash on the KawPow side, 83.8 petahash on the SHA-256 side, and then about 300 petahash on the Scrypt side. But look at that, 100% of it is unknown. Interesting. A lot of people are on Kryptex. That pool gave me the best. Stratum just wouldn't work for some reason. It just wouldn't connect. It kept on shifting down. Kryptex is the top pool on SHA-256, followed by StratumX and then K1. And there are other pools out there, guys. We don't want to load up one pool, but KawPow is very decentralized. while the SHA 256 and the Scrypt ones have over 70% plus of the hash rate. So if you can move to another pool and it's running stable for you, I would urge you to do so. But either way, that's what I'm getting from my 9070 XT and my DG Home 1. What are you getting? What are you seeing? Are you interested in it? Are you happy they did this? Are you not happy? Let me know. I want to hear from you down in the comment section below, but I just wanted to share this information with you and see what you say. But other than that, that's going to do it for today's video. Please do me a favor on the way out. Hit that like button. Consider getting subscribed. Hit the notification bell to stay up to date. So let's check out additional links in the description of the sports channel and what we do here. And you just have yourself a wonderful day. Take care. I'll catch you in the next one.